founder, fly tire of Hoot's Custom Flies and Guides. Keep all messages cordial and about fly fishing or questions about fly fishing. I don't like to play stupid games. But yeah, look at all those. And those have homes. Those all have homes. Let's see here how many we can. There we go. Look how beautiful those are. There we go. All right, let's turn this around. So I was gonna do the Pat Stonefly, but I screwed up and didn't realize I ran out of Stonefly material. So I'm gonna go to Readings Fly Shop. I know they got some variegated chenille, and I'll do them. Well, I gotta finish an order, but I'll tie some. Um, Wednesday. If I remember. What's up, Kim B? How you doing, man? That I made it. There we go. Let's get the focus away from me. So I'm gonna do some balanced leeches, and I don't have them on my website. And this I ordered some, so a lot of stuff that you don't see on my website, you can just hit me up and I'll shoot you a price, and stuff like that. So let's see here. Get this going so I can see what I'm tying. All right. So I got the hat backwards. That means I mean business. So we're going to start this off. I got these hooks right here. I just use them. I don't use the TMC ones, but I use the Umpqua ones for shanks for the extended body or the balanced leech. My bad. And I just get a pair of dikes or wire snippers or cutters. I don't know what people call them these days or what the proper term is anymore because everything's changing. There we go. You gotta be careful, especially if you got pets. So keep your hand over it. I just clip the bend off. Just clip the bend off. I'm gonna do about 3 more. What's up, Tiny Fox? How you doing? Will Minister, you want my phone number? Why would I want your phone number, dude? I don't even know who you are. That'd be like me asking, do you want my phone number? There we go. There we go. Got another one right there. I gotta be careful about these. I don't want to knock them on the floor, so I'm just gonna do 3 at a time. I'm doing pretty good, Tiny Fox. Just chilling with my homies. We got Kim B. He's a fly tying extraordinaire, all the way from Australia. How's the weather, Kim B? Is it hot as hell? Oh shit! I forgot to call my cousin because I guess there's riots going on in California because nobody can get along or whatever. I don't want to get into politics. I live by, well, I do my best to live by one law, and it's God's laws, and that's it. Really, I really don't care who's president and who's not because at the end of the day, I'm the one making my own decisions. Oh, cool! Get cold like what? How cool does it get at night? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we talking freezing temperatures? Kind of like desert kind of thing, where it gets really cold in the deserts? Or is it just like, 60 degrees? So right here is a U55 size 12. And we're going to put it on like this. Oh, we got to size everything up. I'm going to use some 6/0, I think. Yeah, 6/0 wax thread red. I was watching this show. It's about Australia and the people going out there and just using those what do you call them, metal detectors to find gold. Holy cow! It gets wild out there too. It gets wild. People are getting robbed and stuff. It was crazy. There were people walking up to cars with shotguns and stuff. I'm just like, oh, don't get snow. Lucky. Snow's not all that fun. I'm sorry if that offends people, but I don't. I used to live in the Black Hills of South Dakota. I mean, that's not as bad as like Alaska or anything, but man, that's as far north as I ever want to be in my life. And the winters sucked. Freezing temperatures on average in the day. Below freezing, or below freezing temperatures during the day when I was living out there. I was like, gee whiz, we're going to get some classic wax, some 6-aught. Never seen snow. Man, you ever come out to America, man? Well, shoot, I don't even know. You'd probably have to go to like northern part of. I would just go to Canada. It used to snow a lot when I was a kid, all the way to like 25 or something. But that was up in South Dakota. We're not hurting others or yourself. Just live life, my friend. True story. Tiny Fox. Wise words from a wise fox. So we're gonna go ahead and lay down a thread kind of thing. We're just gonna get some good old thread bass. I had a rough day last night and stuff. Got into arguments and stuff, man, dude. I have problems, I think. PTSD and stuff like that. It's just, man, just wasn't smart. I could have controlled myself. That I was trying to. Like, there's a stop, rooster stop was in my mind, right? But it was like I was standing out, looking outside of myself, and I was just going fire, straight up. So how I do my balance jigs is so that when this rides in the water, it's gonna ride hook point up. So I put my balance jig because you're gonna tie on here like this, right? So when you throw it, you can also cast from this right here, tie onto there. It'd be like a hybrid. Well, I was thinking, no, maybe I should turn that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's experiment with this. But the hardest part is to find the right balance, and it's not going to be 100 all the time. What's up, Victor? God bless you. God bless you, man. Thank you very much. But sometimes I wish I was a little bit better, a little bit perfect. Wish there's a way I could just take anger and cut it out of me. That'd be nice, man. My rage, dude, sometimes I scare myself. And it's not very often I get angry, but when I do, it's just stupid. There we go. So how I test it is I'll whip finish this where it's at, right? If I can find my whip finish tool. Oh, thank you very much, Tiny Fox. You be safe. You take care. Be careful of all the other critters. And look both ways before you cross the street. I didn't. Trust me on that. Alright, so how I normally test these is I get a piece of just wire, just random. Everybody's got scrap wire. It doesn't matter how long it is. And I put it through the eye, and I let this go. And you see, I need to move it back just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. So then I'll just go ahead, pull the wire out, hang it back up. Oh, that's gone. I just lost my wire. My whir. All right. And then you can push and wiggle it, and it should move. But you gotta put it back in the vise unless you got super strong hands. Dude, Ken B, them mop hoppers, those were excellent, dude. That's one pattern that drives me crazy. I am not very good at tying mop hoppers. There we go. So I need to push it back in more. Alright. And then when you do this, make sure like you keep an eye on where everything's at so you can get a closer guess and not spend this much time farting around. You know? Too far. Ooh, too much. Mm, perfect. So basically, how I'm seeing this is how I cut these. I cut them at the bend. I cut them all at the same spot, right? So this goes just a little bit before the bend. So we'll keep that in mind for the next ones and stuff like that, you know? So here we go. And you want to pinch, kind of keep it centered. Now, some people throw down glue. Oh, and you gotta be careful of where you cut it. I forgot to tell you all that. There we go. Little trick I learned right there. So what I should do, what I should have done, smart thing. I seen. I just remembered this. I seen one guy do this before. You get yourself some UV glue. I think thick would be great. Little tab. Gonna smooth it off. Yeah. Smoothed it too much off. There we go. There we go. All right, where's the light? Show me the light. What's up, Killer Jack? How you doing, man? Here we go. Didn't pop the thread this time. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead with my thread base. Now, see, I forgot some. I forgot the olive marabou. So I'm gonna lean over here real quick and grab some. There we go. There we go. Look at that bloom. Oh, I had one right there too. Shoot. So I just want, I'll grab it by the tops and pull all this down that I'm not using. Now you could take this stuff right here and use it as like a dubbing, marabou dubbing. Works great for nymphs. And then I grab it, bam. We're gonna make this hook shank long, including the balanced part. To the blue. I'm doing good, man. Had a rough night last night, but I'm doing good, bro. Take a loop. Take another loop. There we go. All right. There we go. I should have made that tail just a wee bit longer, eh? Just a wee bit, eh? So I'll redo another one. All right. So I'm going to use some black. This is my favorite crystal flash so far. My favorite flash. Black, UV Midnight Black. Now, it looks awesome. I'm going to grab 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to make it just a little bit longer than the tail, but I'm going to even everything out so I can use it repeatedly. There we go. Then I'll go ahead and trim these off. Bam. Save the other rest. And look, check this out. When you're using like crystal flash or something like that, stuff this small, this is what I like to do. So I can like keep it together. I find a lighter. Kids, don't do this at home unless you're like being supervised, or just don't do it at all. Take your lighter, melt them ends, and pinch it. Yeah, it burns sometimes, but it's all right. There we go, like so. Oh, no. There we go. Like so, it stays together. You can just put it somewhere. Boom. All right, so I got online because I couldn't find this color at Reading's Fly Shop. So I jumped online. Dakota Angler Outfitter. You also check them out. They got some good prices. Check these people out. Here we go. And this is Leech yarn. Here we go. And then we're going to just wrap it. I just do touching wraps. Some people spiral it. I just try to keep it all from tangling up. Nope. There we go. we go. I'll catch it right there. And to cover that up, we're going to throw some. But first, I'm going to trim this down just a wee bit more. There we go. And then we're going to throw some dubbing. I'm just going to go with the black UV. Or some black Samuel's laser dub. Here we go. I'm reaching. Everything's in reach. There we go. Not put too much. And then I'm going to twist this. There we go. Now it's not too much. There we go. Alright, let's whip finish. Next one, I'm going to do a little longer tail. Brush it out. If I can find my dubbing brush. Dude, I lost a dubbing brush somewhere. Like a whole dubbing brush. I couldn't believe it. There we go. Put it to the test. Where's my wire? Lost that piece too. Oh well. I'll vacuum the floor before I let my dogs out. That seems to do the trick. There we go. Here's the test. Oh, that's pretty damn balanced. Maybe if I make the bead part just go out a little bit more. But that is pretty balanced. So awesome. All right, we'll hang that up to be glued. And I'll do another one. Yeah, they're not that hard. Once you figure it all out and everything, it's not really all that hard. They look difficult. There we go. 5/32. We need thread. It's just not going to hang on, with sheer will. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Me and my guitar playing blues. There we go. So the last one we had about right there. So we're gonna go a little bit further out. Let's start right here. I'll make sure everything's square. 2, 3. There we go. Then we'll do the whip finisher. It's okay, everybody. I'm a professional. I live in this really loud town called Lebanon, and it's like less than 10,000. It's maybe 10,000. I doubt it though. But it's as loud as a city, and dangerous as one too. Can't wait to get out of this town. Real dangerous. Was a pregnant woman got shot not too long ago. All in like 25-day period span. 3 people have been shot. So it's just that's kind of weird for me. I've never lived in a small town like that. And I love small towns. I like really small towns where everybody knows your name. You go down to like the bar and everybody's, neighbors are neighbors, brothers are brothers, and stuff like that. That stuff don't happen. Like, what's that one show? Cheers. I like to go where everybody knows my name. So we want this to have a little bit, a little bit of it down. So we're gonna move this back just a wee bit. Yeah. Let's try this out. I found my piece of wire. Yeah, that's a little too much down. Let's roll with that so I can do a longer tail too. All right, so we put this back in the vise. We're gonna add the UV glue after we get get it all nice and straight. Got some 6-aught Vivus Classic Wax. I mean, you could overkill it with some like 200 denier stuff. That's cool. Doesn't really matter. I really like to keep everything straight. There we go. There we go. Take some of that thick. Hit it real quick. I just want to smooth this little. There we go. All right, had a bubble. Ciao. Yep, no broken thread there. All right, so we're gonna go with this again. Nope, wrong stuff. There we go. There we go. So that's about. Oh yeah, that's the whole hook shank. A little bit extra. There we go. I think I'll just trim it off right there. There we go. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and add this on. 3 strips of the Crystal Flash UV Midnight Black. I love this black. Then we're going to take it, catch it. There we go. Alright. Oh, some of it came loose, but that's alright. Then we want to cut this a little bit longer than the tail. There we go. Alright. And then we need this stuff. Leech yarn. Got it from Dakota Angler and Outfitters. Readings was out of it last time I was there, so I was like, I'll just order it. Oh, getting a little crazy. I'm just going to leave this on the floor. Here we go. Here we go. People are just racing their go-karts up and down the streets. I'm surprised the cops don't do anything about it. They could make some money off these folk out here. I don't think you're supposed to have those on the road. I don't know. I seen a guy driving a lawnmower around with he got a speaker hooked to it from a radio, which I thought was just quite weird. But he was just riding around town. Crazy things in my neck of the woods. I just stabbed my thumb. It hurts. Oh. There we go. I gotta redo that now. There we go. Battery was dying. All right. There we go. Well, sometimes you run into parts that don't have any. That ain't cool. And don't forget the Palmer. And this has been tearing up bass pretty good. And trout. There we go. Go ahead and trim some of this up. Lord have mercy. There we go. All right, let's get the dubbing. Good old Signals Laser Dub Black. You get this at Readings Fly Shop. There we go. Get a nice tight dubbing noodle. I just got to brush stuff out, straighten it out. There we go. All right. What's up, Alexis? How you doing? So I'll go ahead and hang this one up to get glued. That one came out. Oh, we gotta do the test. Let's do the test first. Where is my war? Where is my war? I'm gonna tie one more, and then I'm gonna get offline here. Thank you very much, Kim B. How you doing? Oh yeah, you've been here. My bad. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's almost 100%. So there you go. Almost 100%. And you could also use it as a streamer. You can tie onto this right here. Right there, and use it as a streamer. There we go. All right. One more. Here we go. Forgot where I put the hooks. Oh, here they are. black on black. Drives me crazy. Hard for me to see. Oh, oh gosh. I'm getting all tangled up in this stuff down here. All right, cool. All right, so now we're going to go with this. Get us a 5/32 tungsten bead. And I just lost it. Get another 5/32 tungsten bead. Here we go. There we go. Oh, that broke the thread there. That's all right. I'm having them on wire now. I need to start putting stuff in the same spot all the time. We'll go with that and see what happens. All right, let's get our thread down here. Watch this, I'll break it with the. Where is it? Ta-da. All right, we gotta get the thick on. There we go. We'll hit it with the UV. Bam. All right. All right, all right, all right. Ooh, I like these plumes. All right. I'll go ahead and pull this out. Get that. Where did I put those? That scrap. There it is. 3. This is that hairline crystal flash. UV midnight black. My favorite black to use out of all of them. Even I like this black better than holographic black. So just putting that out there. Catching it. Bring it back around town. There we go. Run it back, run it back. All right. Then we just need to get this on. Good old leech yarn. Run this all back. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Did I leave the controller way over there? Of course I did. Oh, no, it's right here. Yeah. There's a lot of planes flying over the house lately. There we go. Ow, my hand. Tying too many flies. Tying too many flies. Here we go. There we go. No. Brush it out. There we go. The final test. We'll see if it goes in my fly box or somebody else's. Find out next time on Ricky Lake. Here we go. Oh, dude, that's level. That's beautiful. Ba-ding. All right. There we go. All right, 4 more flies for that order, and it's done. All right. Thank you, Canby. Thank you. But yeah. What time is it? Oh, it's time for me to take the dogs outside. All right, y'all. Be safe. God bless. Everybody should get along and be happy. A lot worse, more problems in this world going on right now. Why can't we be friends? But yeah, y'all be safe. God bless. Look both ways for you cross the street. And remember, Hoot's Custom Flies. Top of the line for the tip your line. Hoot's Custom Flies. It's not fishing. It's catching. You like that voice? I've been practicing that in the mirror. Y'all be safe. Peace. Thank y'all for watching too. I really appreciate this. It does help out. There we go. Guys, just an army of them. Largemouth bass and smallmouth bass. Beware. How do I exit? Oh yeah, the X. Okay.